Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you are fabulous. Okay, so today we'll learn subject science, and among that lesson ecosystems. As we have seen in the last lecture, uh, there was the classification of abiotic factors. We were gone through all the basic concepts of ecosystem, biotic factors and abiotic factors. Let's revise. Biotic factors are the living ones and abiotic factors are the non-living organisms, right? So as there was the classification of abiotic factors, now we will discuss as there are various biotic factors around us, means various kinds of living organisms are there, and their classification is also given in this lesson. So today we will learn about the classification of biotic factors. Classification of biotic factors. We have already gone through classification of abiotic factors. Now we will see classification of biotic factors. These are all the components of ecosystem. Means classification of abiotic factors as well as classification of biotic factors together forms the components of an ecosystem. Okay. Now, as we have seen that biotic factors are living ones. The definition of biotic factors will be: the living organisms are referred to as or are called as biotic factors. So, we will see now biotic factors. As the abiotic factors were divided into two groups, these biotic factors are also divided into two groups. And these two groups are: the first one is autotrophs and autotrophs or autotrophic organisms, you can say, and the second one is heterotrophs. The second one is heterotrophic organisms, or simply called as heterotrophs. Okay. Now here the word auto is there. Auto, this autotrophic is a pure Greek word, and this is derived from Greek letters auto and trophy. Auto means self. Auto means self, and trophy, here we will write trophy, meaning is food or nourishment. Food or nourishment. This simply tells you that the organisms which are dependent on their self only, means they prepare their own food, are called as autotrophic organisms or autotrophs. Okay, clear to this? And in these autotrophs, which autotrophs we see around us? Yes, right, plants. Plants are there. Plants prepare their own food. Why plants prepare their own food? Because they have the special pigment, that is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll pigment produces food material. That's why plants are called as autotrophs. Okay, means plants are not dependent on others for their food material. They prepare their own food material for themselves. So the examples of autotrophs are plants. Okay, clear to this? Then heterotrophs. Here also this word comprises of two different words, hetero, and as here trophy was there, here also trophy, and this hetero means different. The meaning of hetero is different. And we have already seen that trophy meaning food or nourishment. Means the organisms which are dependent on others for their food material are called as heterotrophs. Okay. Now, in autotrophs only plants are there. But now we will see the classification of heterotrophs. How the heterotrophs are classified. I am rubbing it for a while as it will require more space. Heterotrophs or heterotrophic organisms. These heterotrophic organisms are further divided. In autotrophs only plants were there, but in heterotrophs there are two classes. The first one is consumers and the second one is decomposers. Okay, consumers. Here we can clearly say that consumers means they are consuming something from others, right? Means consumers are dependent on others, hence they are heterotrophs. And decomposers. Decomposers, what these decomposers will do? Whenever there is an dead organic material, dead decaying organisms are there, they decompose it. Means if we several times see that the yellow leaves of plants fall down on the surface, on the soil, and thereafter if it is dig inside the soil or it is on the covered surface, on the covering of the soil, then it gets decomposed. It gets decomposed because of the decomposers, because of the microorganisms which are decomposers. They are of several types. They are also of various types. First we will see the consumers. The consumers are of three types. Primary consumers, secondary consumers, and the third one is tertiary consumers. So these consumers are divided into three categories: primary consumers, secondary consumers, and tertiary consumers. Okay, so these primary consumers, as we have seen, autotrophs prepare their own food. So these primary consumers will be dependent on autotrophs only. These will be primary consumers. Then secondary consumers. These secondary consumers will be dependent on primary consumers for their food and nourishment. Similarly, in the case of tertiary consumers, these tertiary consumers will be dependent on secondary consumers. These are dependent on secondary consumers. Primary consumers will include all the organisms, all the living organisms which are dependent on autotrophs, that is plants. Secondary consumers are like which are dependent on primary consumers. Tertiary consumers which are dependent on secondary consumers. This was the classification of heterotrophs, among that consumers, primary, secondary and tertiary. Okay, now we have seen that decomposers decompose the dead material, dead organisms, dead living organisms. It might be plants, it might plant material or animal material, etc. So these decomposers, what they do? They decompose all the dead materials, right? And in these decomposers, microbes are there. Microbes, or you can say microorganisms are there. These microorganisms decompose all the dead material, means they feed on that material. So we have seen that these biotic factors were divided into two groups. We will now see the tree diagram. Biotic factors means living organisms. I will show you a video in this afterwards. First, biotic factors were there. Then these biotic factors were divided into two groups. Which were they? Autotrophs and heterotrophs. These autotrophs includes plants and heterotrophs includes consumers and decomposers. Consumers were of three types. Which were they? Primary, secondary and tertiary. And decomposers were microorganisms, or you must have seen in mostly in rainy seasons there is the growth of mushroom, right? Now so these mushrooms are also decomposers, means they grow on dead and decaying organisms. This was all about the classification of biotic factors. As I told you that mushroom is also an heterotroph. Decomposers will be microorganisms, all the microorganisms inside the soil which acts as a decomposer, right? So this was all about the classification of biotic factors. In last lecture we have seen the classification of abiotic factors. Now we have seen the classification of biotic factors and we have revised it here. So this all together forms, means classification of biotic factors and abiotic factors forms the components of an ecosystem. This was all about it. Thank you.
Plant you can see here is a autotroph, right? And birds on this are heterotrophs, as they are feeding on others. This plant contains chlorophyll pigment, green colored chlorophyll pigment. Because of this chlorophyll pigment, the plant can produce their own food with the help of carbon dioxide, water and sunlight.
Students, as you have seen the video of autotrophs and heterotrophs now, so it's time for homework. Your homework is, you have to draw a tree diagram as we have drawn now. Likewise, you have to draw tree diagram of classification of biotic factors. Classification of biotic factors.